Hello and welcome to the next episode of Build Your Own Back to the Future DeLorean. I'm sorry that it has been about a month since I saw you last. That is because there was another delay in getting the parts because I subscribe and they didn't come through. So it will be a video this week, a video next week, and then we will all be caught up by the 3 weeks time. That week then we'll all be caught up. So I am sorry for skipping a week, but we still have more to do on this back plate. But just before I get started on today's videos, I just want to talk about this leaflet that I got through with my latest parts. Build the Back to the Future DeLorean extension. Okay, so there's going to be an extension to this model. The first issue will be free for subscribers. I'm not sure whether that's the same for people who are picking it up from a newsagent, but it will be free for subscribers. And basically in the extension, to show you this here, you get the hood box and you get the wheels and you get the train track from Back to the Future 3. So it's a Back to the Future 3 heavy extension. You don't get the white wheels that were in a special extra pack. You don't get that. You just get train tracked wheels, the train track and the hood that 1955 Doc Brown made to kind of help out with the flux capacitor and stuff like that. You also receive a free t-shirt for your loyalty. Now it does just assume, Eaglemoss do assume that you just want this, so if you are subscribed you don't have to do anything, it just keeps rolling on. I'm not entirely sure. There we go, 29 more issues, so the final issue will be 159, which is a bit of a weird number, but yeah, so it will roll on for another, what's that, 4-6, a few months. 29 issues, yeah, 29, well, it's nearly a year actually, flipping heck, it's the best part of a year. So yeah, if you do want this, you don't have to do anything, it just keeps rolling over. If you do want to cancel after the 130 issue first run, main run, what you need to do is you need to wait for the parts to come through with issue 130 and then call up Eaglemoss and cancel then. There's no point in calling them up now saying I want to cancel, because they're not able to do that. Wait till you get all the issues, issue 130 and everything behind that, and then cancel, and then it should be fine. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure whether I will be doing this. To be honest, I think 100 issue part work is the right amount of time. I think 2 years invested into a model is the right amount of time. I do think DeLorean have got it wrong by doing 130, especially with how little parts we'll be getting in the last few issues. Getting a bit of DeLorean fatigue, so I'm not entirely sure whether we'll be doing this, but time will tell. But just to let you know, that is some information about the Back to the Future extension. So moving on then to issue 119. Lots of you would have done this ages ago, but I'm just doing it now. So the first few parts we get are these parts here. Oh, this one's a little fiddly to pick up. I'll just zoom in a little bit. So these parts are all for that back plate, as always these days. These are for making an exhaust that will go into the main back two vents of the DeLorean, which we'll be getting in future issues, I'm sure. So what you need to do is you need to line up these pieces here and slot them together. They fit together really nicely, and then you just screw them down here with some AP screws, which I have here. Now these will be predominantly covered up when we do get the vents, but it's one of those nice little attentions to detail. They really looked at the car well and saw that all the exhaust and all the vents, I'm guessing, well, they spew out smoke, don't they? So it's something to do with time travel. The vents are something to do with time travel, the heat from time travel, or makes it cold. I don't really know. Flipping heck, I'm not a greatest time traveler. But yes, you have this little kind of just tube here. It's got nothing really going on about it apart from it's nicely painted. Now to add the vent effect, it is this part here, which is quite nice. It's metal, and as you can see, it's got that great effect there. What I need to do is bend these wheels, these wings in like this. There we go. And then you just pop that over the top to line up with the hole there and the hole there. Oh, this is interesting. Hopefully they get all lined up. And then you screw it in with some IP screws, which is very cool. What was I talking about before I interrupted? Yes, okay, so the vents. Something to do with time travel. I don't really know, but it is nice that we get this attention to detail on this model. I'm enjoying it from the point of view of seeing what makes up the car that I've been watching for all my life. I think, when did I see the first Back to the Future? Well, the first Back to the Future film I saw was Back to the Future 2, which is why 2 has a special place in my heart. It's a really weird way to watch them because obviously he goes back in time and sees events of the previous film, and I just thought that was cool. I just thought that was brilliant that he's going back and he's seen past him, and I wonder what adventure past him was having and all this stuff. And then when I watched Back to the Future 1, it was brilliant. It was like a prequel, apart from it came out first. So, like I say, I was very young then. I've developed since then a really annoying habit of I have to watch stuff from the start. I can't jump into seasons halfway through because I think Back to the Future did do that for me, because you miss out. So I don't watch any. I always miss the first, and I don't jump in at any point and stuff like that. Anyway, I'm waffling. This is what the grate looks like when it's all on there like that. Looks really nice, just a nice little bit of added piping work. And you do get 2 of these, so this is one I did earlier, and they will attach at the back of the plate, which I'll do in just a second. But before I do that, first of all, I need to get the plate here. This is the back plate. Haven't seen it for a while. Right, these 2 parts are the next 2 parts. Now, they are exactly the same. They are brackets to hold the pipe that we just put together, and they are exactly the same. You see the peg is in exactly the same place on both, and one of them will fit into these set of holes here. Oops. And the other one will fit into these set of holes there, like that. So, and you do screw them in from the bottom with some GP screws. What I'm going to do is just show you the placement and then do all the screwing down. When they are screwed down, you then get the 2 pipes. You'll see that there's a peg and a screw hole on one. I'm going to make it so that the screw hole parts are facing outwards from the DeLorean. I think that's the way it's designed anyway. So that will just sit on there like that. And then this one will just sit on there. Ooh, something like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and screw all those parts down now. And when it's all done, it will look like this, which is really cool. Now, I can't work out whether it looks cool because I know it's a sign of things to come, and these vents are very, very iconic to the model, or it's just cool to see something that you, like I say, I've known all my life, look a little different. I don't really know, but I really do love how these pipes have come out. I also have noticed that, yes, okay, I was aiming for smooth outsides, but I can do it with this one. I can't do it with this one purely because of the way it's designed, which I guess confirms it to me that they are just going to be covered up anyway. But they're really nice to have, nice attention to detail. And speaking of attention to detail, we'll have a look now at what comes in issue 21. And we have 3 pipes. Now, if I make sure that I get the right side. Okay, so you see you've got 3 holes here, which I tried to plug in stuff before. You get the smaller of the pipe. They come in 3 sizes, so you get the smallest pipe and you just push it into the hole there. Try and find the right angle to do this, which is good. It means that they don't loosely go in, which means I won't need glue. No, okay. I mean, you can use glue if you want to, but they do fit in there like that. So that is the smallest one. You then get the middle one, and just again line this up. I think I've got my pipes confused because I don't think that's right. Square part, where's the square part? There's the square part, okay. Okay, that pipe does go in there. Let me just do this off camera, be right back. And here we have it all done. The pipes were very, very fiddly to do, so I decided to do it all off camera. But as you can see, they fit into these 3 holes here and these 3 holes here. So we have all those pipes ready. I'm not looking forward, because I've got pegs on this side, as you can see. I'm not looking forward to attaching them to the grate because they were very fiddly to put in. But that is a problem for next time. So I hope you join me for the next video in a week's time. Have a fantastic week. Enjoy episode 4 of Game of Thrones and enjoy Endgame if you haven't seen it yet. A lot of this video has been choppy because I started talking about those 2 things and then I realised actually that would spoil it. So if it has been a bit disjointed, it's because I was just waffling while making a model to you guys, and then I realised there'd be massive spoilers. So no spoilers, but enjoy whatever you enjoy, and I will see you in a week's time. Until then, guys, take care. Bye bye.